We're always fresh and a little bit sticky. Keep it locked on Cannabis Wiki. We're always fresh and a little bit sticky. The green room on Cannabis Wiki.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Green Room live from the Cannabis Wiki Conference and Expo 2023. Beautiful London, Ontario. Hey Dee.
Hey Jackie.
We're joined with our friend Angelina Blessed from Blessed Edibles.
Hi everybody.
Hello and welcome.
Amazing.
Welcome to the Green Room.
Thank you for having me back, my friends. This is my favorite place to be.
Yay, we love having you. We love having a friend of the show on. I love that your bars are sitting in front of me.
Yes, please open them. Please eat them. Those are for you.
Here, have one.
What is it, CBD or THC?
This is 100 milligrams of CBD with 10 milligrams of THC.
I don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do. And our magazine.
Oh,
Yeah.
This crazy kick-ass magazine.
Need some of this.
Congratulations.
Right?
Bud style.
Right? Look at this, right? So fun.
Look at
such a fucking day. Wow.
Wow.
And we got to do this. We just get to do this. And yeah.
This is what we do for a living.
This is what we do for a living now.
Look at me holding that sword.
It was a really fun day. So what an opportunity, and Bud Style really killed it for us, and it was a cool professional shoot. So that's really nice.
Yeah, I loved it. It was a really good day.
Yeah.
It was really, really fun. I was excited for the opportunity, and I didn't know I was going to be on the cover. I had no idea. None.
It's just perfect.
I literally thought I was Angelina's sidekick. I was going to do a handful of pictures and leave.
It was fucking epic. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
So, yay, I'm blessed to be on the cover with Angelina Blessed.
Thank you.
Tell us about your chocolate bars. What makes them different? What makes them stand out? Why do we want them?
Well, they're made with love.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're made with love, and they come from a place of the legacy market. So the original bar was 120 milligrams of THC and 60 milligrams of CBD.
It's those
And
damn packaging.
It's fucking damn packaging. And then sea salt. It's vegan. It's gluten free. It's got sea salt, cocoa nibs on it, and a little bit of mint. So each one is hand painted, and they're done in Kelowna. So there's
Look
10
at
squares
this.
in there. Yeah.
Yes, there is. 10 squares.
Yeah. So it's 1 milligram,
1
of,
milligram
THC
of
per
THC.
square. Yeah.
And hand painted in Kelowna?
in Kelowna.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at these. They're beautiful.
Tastes good. That's what I know.
Yeah. It's a yummy
It's my
bar.
baby. That's
what
for
I
sure.
know.
Yeah.
So it's 10 milligrams of THC and 100 milligrams of CBD.
That's right.
Oh,
there's
delish.
no other one like it on the market. Yeah.
Because why do we want to be eating a mouthful of crap
Right.
when we're
And with no medicinal benefits in it.
with
so,
no medicinal benefits in it?
So
This
let's
is-
go. Yeah.
So, okay, so tell me what the benefits are of eating your bar over some candy.
Well, I had a lot of anxiety getting on the road yesterday, and it was just about, I'm now 10 milligrams of THC doesn't touch me whatsoever because of my tolerance, but 100 milligrams of CBD absolutely still does. So I was able to get through my day yesterday, just not stressing about it. And it was just a little bit of a cool calmness that really brings it to me. So for myself, the massive amounts of CBD are super important. I think no products are really kind of putting it out there and wanting to give you like 10 milligrams when that just doesn't do anything for you. So I think 100 milligrams of CBD a day will absolutely make a beneficial difference to your life.
This is delicious. Even
Thank
if
you.
it's making a beneficial difference in my life,
There
it's
you go.
delicious. So tell us a little bit about you. You've been on the show before,
Mhm.
and we wrote about your journey and who you are in the magazine as well. But tell us, our listeners, just for those that don't know, who's Angelina Bless and how did you get into the industry?
I am a professional fighter. So I started doing Muay Thai 17 years ago, and that took me to Thailand 17 times.
Wow.
And I've trained in Thailand, China, and all over Canada and Mexico. And it's just been a real process of trying to heal myself and not have to take any sort of painkillers. Now, 2019, I got my edibles to the legal market from
Wow.
Legacy, which was impossible. Tabitha from Fritz and I are the only ones to have done it as
Wow,
females.
congrats.
Thank you.
That's a
And
big deal,
it
a
was
huge deal.
Fucking hard. And so now we're here and we've got the products on the market. And it's just been about, spreading the love and showing people what we're doing. And, I was here a year ago at the initial launch. And then you guys just lost your mind over the hash that we brought you, and I'm
Yes.
so rotten that I didn't bring any. I just forgot. It's the only thing I forgot. But I've become a hash maker in the last year. So my
Oh,
amazing
wow.
partner Joe has taught me all that he knows, and
Okay.
3 days a week I'm in the lab making hash. So
And where is this hash being distributed?
it's
It's in research
being
and
enjoyed
development.
at
it's in our
home.
research and development and to our friends, right? So
Yeah.
it's I've been washing GMO, so it's been a real GMO season, but I'm really looking forward to washing some other things. And literally there's like 4 hash makers, female hash makers in maybe North America. There's
Wow.
very rare things. So I think it's really awesome just,
I
because with
love
going
that.
legal, it's just been hard and it's been corporate and it's been shit, when I really think the importance of it is really putting your hands in the plant again. And that's where I'm happy. So me just being able to squirrel in the lab and touch massive bags of like frozen
I
GMO
love
all
it.
day, I just feel like a farmer, and that is the community.
I
That's
love
awesome. So
growing.
will that product eventually come to market?
Well, the product, basically what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put hash in my next chocolate bar, but I'm going to make the hash,
Ooh.
right? So it's just
Okay.
about me being able to, like, I can come and grab you. I can take you to the lab, and so then I'll put on the package. You and I, Weed Panion made we made it. So that puts
That's
a
sick.
face behind it. You
A
go
weed
get
Panion blessed bar.
right? So like we can do that, right? So it's just about like, we don't know where this distillate came from, and
Right.
and this was before I could put hash in it, so that was the only option that the Canadian government gave me. Now I don't want to eat distillate anymore.
Right.
Now we know about the whole bodied and how hash makes us feel.
Yeah.
We've been able to kind of swing back around to that high school high of hot knives, and that's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
just a little relaxed. It's not necessarily fucked up.
Right.
And that's how I want to live. It's
Yeah,
like-
that's it. But for me, it's like I'm level. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to hit somebody. I don't want to lose it. I
Yeah.
don't want to go postal. It's like it's all about keeping level for the whole day.
regulating
so
the
that-
endocannabinoid system.
That's
That
what
is
Jackie
all you're
needs some
doing.
work on. I need some serious work on leveling for the whole day.
Right.
I've got some super high highs.
But I feel like with the hash rosin edibles and then smoking some hash, like
Yeah.
I feel it is different. And people were going so.
Your partners
I-
converted you to a hash connoisseur. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
and how are things? Can we
Things-
talk personal? for
Yeah,
a
we
minute?
can talk personal. He's sick today, so he didn't come. But the fucker told me that he was going to propose on the panel today.
What?
Mm.
Oh my god!
So I heard a rumor that he's made a hash ring. So he talked, I'm just blowing it right now, but he talked to a bunch of hash makers across Canada, and he has made a ring made of hash for me. So he's done the traditional hash part, and then he had an amazing female hash producer from BC send some diamonds.
Nice.
Like we're gonna it's not
Oh
something
my
that I'm
God.
gonna
This
be
is
able
like
to wear.
a hash love story, and
So-
I love hash, and I love Angelina, so this is so great.
It's
like
just cool.
I want to come to your
Oh, it's
whatever,
gonna
your
be-
wedding
that's
or
gonna be
your
a fucking
your party
wedding.
before,
Yeah.
whatever, because I can just imagine like it's gonna be great.
Imagine all the hash.
Oh my
My
God.
joke has always been I loved him from the minute he stuck his hash in my chocolate.
Wow.
That's a really good soundbite.
Yeah.
That's an excellent soundbite.
So he hasn't been well, but he's okay, and he's really disappointed that he couldn't be here today. And
Well, send him our love.
of
'cause
course,
we would
Yeah.
love to
he
see
just
Joe.
he's really disappointed he couldn't come and just spoil you rotten. And then of course the one piece that I forgot was the hash for the weekend. So yeah,
Well, you
Well,
brought your bars and they're
I
delicious.
did bring the bars. So yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
amazing.
That's wow, that's awesome. What a great story. It's like yeah, because I remember last year I was saved, because
Yeah.
I was looking, I had nothing, and then he came and blessed me with a nice chunk of bomb hash,
Yeah.
and it was great.
Yeah,
and then
we'll just-
we got the conversation started with what is that?
Duchess.
Northern,
Huh?
Duchess,
Yeah.
and what's that lab called? The Northern or
Not High North.
High North,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
And so yeah, it was awesome. So
It was such a
congratulations.
good buzz. Like you guys are the reason that we came back, or like we wanted to come
Aw.
back, and we were so stoked all year. This is the convention that you want to be a part of, and because and everyone says like, well, what's up with them? Who are they? And I'm just like, they are actual weed smokers. They
Weed.
like the plant. They smoke the plant. They believe in the plant. This is why we support these people, and that's because conventions that aren't that are being run by people that
This-
are from big pharma or from the bridal industry. I'm just like, why are you fucking here right now? So I'm over it.
I'm over it. We're cannabis.
We're cannabis,
Yeah,
right.
we're weed people.
Yeah.
AD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, D's
Yeah.
a hash person. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm a hash.
That's my
It's
favorite.
gonna hash pan you next year. Hash
Hash
Yeah.
pan.
Ooh,
Ooh.
now you're talking.
I'm partnering. It's in. Yo, like I'll wash for next year if you want. If you want to do a
Let's
demo,
go.
let's wash.
Yeah.
What's next for the Blessed Bar? Like, is
Yeah,
there,
we're
what's,
reformulating. You know,
Okay.
I've sold a lot of big ones, and now I want to do a little bit of a smaller format. Want to change the input. I still really like the flavors. I think it's really classic, and I'm really happy with that. I want to kind of keep it,
right?
but I just want to do like smaller pieces because for myself, as always, like I'm not going to eat 10 pieces of chocolate to get high.
Right.
So as the milligrams hopefully can start to go up,
Right.
then I can just do it in smaller formats and just pop a one biter into my mouth, and I think that's how it, it should be.
Okay, while you're talking about the bars, I thought, I should ask her a question if you're willing to say. What do you think of the OCS?
Um,
On what level?
Well, because she has a product and how hard it is to get them into the stores and how hard it is to be
It's
part
not-
of that. I'm
it's
just
not-
wondering
it's
how
not-
hard it is to get into the OCS.
you really have to have the right people, right? And you need hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So
not.
it's really hard.
It's really difficult. You need the people on the right boards to get you there, and then even if you can get the product there, you have to have the sales team behind it to stand up. And now there's no sales teams, or it's a pay-to-play thing, or whatever. But like I would used to be able to have a table, people would taste it, and they would put $20 in my hand for the chocolate bar.
Right.
Now I don't get money.
Right.
Like I'm cut out of the whole process at this point, right?
right.
Because there's somebody asking for 40%. So it's a 40% tax that I have to pay to the OCS like on top of it. So it's like a dirty pimp hand, right? It's like a
Right.
I'm getting pimp slapped.
And then you have to
and
deal
not-
with the companies too, right? And so if they're behind or something, then maybe you might not get payment. So it's very complicated.
The OCS is the only person that made money in cannabis this year, right?
For sure.
So that's it. But they don't actually make cannabis. So that's kind of, why didn't I think of that? Like,
Well,
I get a piece of that?
that's the government for
but
you.
yeah, like good for them,
You
I
know,
guess.
it's
But
like they
I
win,
hopefully
it's-
they can just open it up for the small producers. You shouldn't have
Right.
but you see the big guys falling. So if
Mhm.
the big guys are falling, there has to be a middle ground or we're all going down. So is OCS just going to be like, hey, we're going to make the chocolate bars now? Is that what they're going to do?
Well,
So,
that would fail.
Yeah, that would fail.
love that brand.
That would,
Yeah.
But I guess they're doing what they should be doing, and I guess they're doing what is going to make them money, is I guess what the government
Well,
does.
What would you like them to do? Like, what is your how could they, what could they do that would help a producer like yourself?
Like they made it a health issue when it's not a health issue. This shouldn't be regulated by Health Canada, right? This is an economic issue. If they made it a tourism issue, if they made it anything, how to bring weed into the country,
Mhm.
it would have been a way different process. But because they've regulated it, become a health issue.
Right.
Now it's like there's nothing wrong.
There's
with this
too
bar.
many cooks
You
in the
could-
kitchen.
You could put this bar anywhere, and it's
Mhm.
not gonna fucking ruin anyone, right?
Right.
But like a
Absolutely.
bottle of 151
Right.
doesn't even have a label on it that it's dangerous.
That's yeah.
but this is the problem, right? So I don't know who you could smack around to like get some sense into people, but legacy is still a better idea, and that's sad. They want to
So-
get rid of the legacy market, but like
Yeah, but then they don't allow you to be able to compete, because that's the one thing, especially like, there was a couple companies and they came out with those, soft capsules or soft chews, right?
Yeah.
To get around. And then, it was coming in at 70 cents for 10 milligrams. And I'm like, okay, the legacy market in edibles is going to be dead.
Yeah.
But then it's like they slapped them all for doing that.
Yeah.
And it's like they don't want to, it is a big problem. So
my kind of question is like, but they aren't testing, right? So they didn't test like any of the THC stuff like that. So like, could I not do a 100 milligram chocolate bar? Could I not? They're not testing it, right? So
yeah. They're not.
maybe I have a secret code somewhere, and
Right.
you like put in a secret code, and we send you the 100 milligram bar.
They're
But like,
Is that a sneaky link?
we just call it something else, like the OOCS.
right?
The OO.
Well, you want to know what it would be comparable to? Like, so in the U.S. they have these things called honey packs. Have you ever heard of those?
No.
So it's like it's called a honey pack, right? And it's like an aphrodisiac. But what they do is they put like Cialis or whatever in
Oh,
it,
shit.
but they sell it like at the bodegas as like, oh, it's a honey pack and it's gonna give you stamina. But really,
It's
there's
Cialis.
like, yeah, there's actually Cialis in it, and so kind of they're selling it as, and everybody knows what it is.
Really?
But you know what I mean?
I'm
But
gonna
they
look for
use
some
that to
honey
get
pack.
So might be a good idea to, have 100 milligram bar and nobody know. And it's like, oh, why is blessed bar so popular? It's like, well, it just makes you feel good.
Getting the fucking medication that they actually should be getting.
It makes you feel good. Everyone will be wanting it because it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And none of the other bars do.
They must have figured something out.
Just how many milligrams do you like to eat at night, Jackie?
And you could have some kind of like
Hundreds, exactly. So if I was trying to eat legal edibles, it would cost me like $100 a day, plus all of the fucking packaging, plus all of the sugar I would have to intake.
Yeah.
There's got to be better answers.
And is the answer making 100 milligrams the new legal amount?
No, it's going to be like 25.
Oh God, that's so silly.
But you got to think about like prohibition.
It's gonna take time.
Even 10 years ago, you still couldn't see the beer at the beer store,
Right.
They would roll it out on the rollers. Remember, you'd have
yeah.
to give them the ticket. You couldn't see the bottles.
That's right.
So that was only
That
10,
was only
10 years ago.
A little, yeah.
And I never realized
And
that
prohibition
was the reason.
90 years ago, right? So
And
they're still deregulating.
That's crazy. So you just taught me something there. So that was the reason that it had to come out on the rollers because you couldn't see
Couldn't
it.
see the fucking bottles.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
In case
Okay.
you
Because
get,
that Coors Light, so but
Yeah.
in case you get eye drunk. I can't see that.
Wow. I
That's
I think the government's drunk if they're fucking making rules up like that, right?
Yeah. That's the whole thing. There's an argument to be made. Should the government even be involved in that, right?
Absolutely not.
And it's the same as, like what they were doing with casinos, right? Like it's a conflict of interest, really. Like, they ran all the casinos at one time, remember? And then they sold them off private, but they kept the website. And but then they're giving out these things about the harm of gambling. Like it's just a conflict. Like
Just
they
having your
shouldn't
hands
be
in
in
it.
any
It's just
kind of
like-
business.
Yeah.
It should be an entrepreneur
involved.
that's the wholesaler who can
Agreed.
run it right and, whatever. If they're not running it right, then they're fired, Whereas you got it is very challenging. And I think you're in the hardest niche.
Oh, it's impossible. The number one selling chocolate bar or chocolate sold 28,000 pieces last month, but it tastes like shit.
Who is it?
I'm not gonna say.
Can I guess it?
Yeah.
Bang?
Yep.
Wow.
I'm sorry. It's not.
And what is that because of their distribution? Like, what do you like? Because, okay, it tastes like shit, but what is it? Because it's
price
the only
point.
option?
It's sadly price point. I don't think that. I don't think the market has a care about the palate yet.
Right.
Like we did a Fleur chocolate bar, one of my other brands. It was strawberry chocolate and basil, right? People weren't ready for it. It was too fucking weird, right? It was like a white chocolate with strawberry and basil, but
But-
people are just like, there's weed in my food, and that's what I want, and it's a gummy, and that's what they need, and that's okay. We'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get there. The palates will change.
Get there.
But right now, people are like, there's weed in chocolate, and it's $4.95.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. People care about price.
Yeah, but it is because it's what the problem is it's just like the government is charging too much because we see that that there was companies bringing something to market at 70 cents for 10 milligrams retail price.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what the wholesale price is to that, but
Probably 20. Yeah.
yeah, so it's like it is possible, and if they allowed that, then everybody would be happy. But it's just like okay, if I gotta it's the difference if I need 100 milligrams, then under that I would pay $7, which seems to me reasonable. Okay, I don't need to go to the legacy market if I can. I'm willing to pay the $7,
Yeah.
but I'm not willing to pay $70.
It's like you don't go to Shoppers to buy one Advil,
Right.
right? You get a fucking bottle. They're expecting you not to eat the whole fucking thing.
That's
Right.
true.
Like,
Yeah.
I have a headache now. I'm going to eat one.
One.
They're not
Right.
like, oh, you got 8 chocolate bars. He's going to eat them all because his head hurts. Like,
Right.
I don't know what they're
I've
fucking
never
doing.
actually thought of that. When you you buy Advil, they don't be like, okay, don't eat
Okay,
the whole
yeah.
bottle. Make sure you only have one.
Right?
Oh my God.
Like you get a Metamucil. Don't eat all of it. You're gonna shit your pants.
Right.
It's just
Ridiculous.
Common sense.
We've gone
Common
too
sense.
far
Yeah.
in this whole thing. We've
Yeah.
gone way the
We're just-
regulations and compliance, and we're way too far.
And people, again, like running the industry that don't have any clue about the industry. If you put all 3 of us in there, we'd come up with some shit, right?
Come
Yeah.
up with some shit.
We get high and
I
come
was
up with
just
some
gonna say,
shit.
like,
That's
high
the
and
whole
come up with
problem.
some
Definitely
They're
smoked
not
some
getting
hash.
high, so they're not able
Yeah.
to, it's the same thing. It's like that we were like, so we had asked David Lobo, We're like, because they're trying to say like, oh, they're gonna run it the supply chain kind of like how Coke or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, but the problem is that like, no matter how good your cannabis is, I'm gonna after like a couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, I'm gonna want something else to supplement it. Like you can't just smoke the same cannabis all the time. You're not gonna get high anymore.
No.
So I gotta like, okay, this is great. Let me get something else, smoke that for a little bit, then I can come back to this. And I don't think that they understand that that's what's happening to you.
Did you ask him if he smokes weed?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
What did he say?
He said he
Yes.
did. He said he's like occasional and like
Occasional.
Yeah. We did impress him, but it was,
Was he
like
cool though? Was he nice?
yeah,
Yes.
he seems nice. I mean, he seems
that's-
like he's trying to, listen.
Did you ask him what he makes a year? Ooh,
No, but
that's a good one.
Yeah.
250? What do you think?
That's a good one.
250.
At least. I would think so. Probably like
Jeez.
bonuses. I mean, like you said, they're the only ones who were making money. So imagine what the compensation bonus is, hey, you're doing a great job. We're making lots of money. Everybody else is. I had a conversation with a couple other brands and they were saying, okay, well, what's going to happen, And it's like, well, they can't continue to do this. And the one guy's like, well, yeah, they can. He goes, they're just going to keep bankrupting us and getting new people to come in and then they'll bankrupt
Someone else
them,
will have
and then
another
somebody-
dream that they'll be like, no, I can do this. Because I see even like new retailers are coming in and like, yo, I just got a shop. I'm like,
Are you
Really?
crazy?
have you fucking looked around?
Like, I
There's
know.
like 7 shops around you closed and you think you can do this
Right.
still.
How many people have said we should we should go into business? Let's open a store. Like, where do you live?
If I was going to do a store, it would be like a closet and or like
Right.
a vending machine.
Mm.
People just need pre-rolls or like a bag of weed.
That's
it doesn't
it.
need to be a Mac store. It doesn't
Okay,
need to be
so I got
like-
an idea for us.
Here we go.
Okay, so the store
Hash Panion
is
starts next year.
that it's basically like mailboxes or
Yes.
like drop boxes,
Yeah.
And basically what happens is you just order online and the store may only carry like the top 25, 30 best-selling products. Like, so you want something else, go for a retail store, the convenience where you're going to get the bud tender and stuff. But if you're just looking to pick up, hey, I'm looking to pick up these pre-rolls, you could just buy it online and then just go there and unlock it. And like they just stock the kind of lockers,
Yeah.
and that's it. Because a lot of times that's what people are, so that's what, you just want to run
grab
in,
and
get
go.
it. Yeah, grab and go. Exactly. I don't want to sit there and mess around, and it's
It's
crazy.
too much. There's too much going on, and I just think it
we're
should be a
high.
lot easier.
I think I'm high, guys.
That's good.
Me too.
I
I
don't
mean, we first did the
The squirts from Tanner
now we're eating the blast
Stewart
bar.
Farms.
Good.
Sorry, Stewart Farms. And now we're having the blessed bar.
And the only thing that would be missing is I would like to go to the patio right now
Right.
and smoke some hash.
Joe, you're in fucking trouble. You're gonna have some making up to
Angelina,
do.
thanks for joining us on the Green Room.
Love you guys so
we'll
much.
have you back anytime.
That's
Love to
awesome.
have you in studio sometime.
Anytime.
That would be great.
And check Weed Panion to get the blessed bar to find out where it is in stock and purchase and support.
Please.
Weedpanion.com.
Because listen, this is a craft bar that
Hand painted.
hand painted, tastes really good, quality ingredients,
Made with love.
and it's made with love. And we're supporting someone from the cannabis community. We're not supporting some
Legacy to legal.
you know,
It's where it's at.
cowboy with a a dream, right? So
Not some cowboy with a dream.
Way to end it.
Way to end it. From the Cannabis Wiki Conference and Expo. Derek,
Love you all.
thanks for that. Thanks, Angelina.
Thanks,
Peace.
guys.
Always fresh and a little bit sticky. The green room on Cannabis Wiki.